Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. I want to say thank you to all of you out there that watch my channel on a regular basis, or maybe you use my Tackle Warehouse affiliate link to make purchases, or maybe you're a member of the channel. Just thank you very much. You know, that support means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. And it's something that right now within the world of tournament fishing really just means a lot to me in terms of keeping me in a positive place. You know, I generally find that I'm a positive person all around. But lately it's kind of been hard to stay in that mindset just with everything that's going on in the tournament world. And I know a lot of you guys out there want me to comment on what's been taking place. You know, whether it's Major League Fishing and the Bass Pro Tour or the Bassmaster Elite Series. I'm just not going to do that on my channel. I'm not going to, you know, I really want to keep my channel geared towards educational content, good, wholesome family content. I really make my content more so with the idea that it's something I can go back and watch, or my kids can go back and watch later in life. And from that standpoint, I don't really want to make content that is negative. And the truth of the matter is, there's so much misinformation out there right now. I would love to make content regarding everything that's going on, because the truth is, the anglers in both organizations, you know, whether it's the Bass Pro Tour or the Bassmaster Elite Series, we know what's going on long before you ever hear about it on social media. Believe me, we know what's going on. We have the information. All of us anglers know each other. So it doesn't matter what circuit something happens on, the anglers of both circuits know before anyone else knows. We generally don't comment on it because we don't want to comment on it, or because we're contractually obligated not to say certain things, or it's just a matter of, you know, you put yourself in a weird position if you make a comment when you're talking about people that you know you're going to run into down the road. So from that standpoint, I'm not looking to comment on it. I don't want to comment on negativity. I'd rather keep my channel positive. I'd rather keep my channel geared towards helping others catch fish and fall in love with the stupid sport that I love so much. When you break it down, we're chasing little green fish. We're chasing little brown fish. Like, it's such a meaningless thing in like the scheme of things, but it really is something that a lot of us are so deeply connected with. And it just, you know, it's crazy when you think of that. Like, I can even make a career out of this, but I'm going to do it because I love to be able to fish and make a career out of something that I'm passionate about. So from that standpoint, you know, I feel very, very fortunate. Having said that, though, I gotta say, there is so much misinformation out there. Like, it is really amazing to me when I just, you know, when somebody sends me a link to a video and it's like some person I've never heard of making completely misinformed comments, whether that's something that they derived on their own or they got from somebody else and they're just regurgitating it just for clicks and views. But the truth of the matter is, like, it's just, if it's not coming from industry folk, and there's very few industry people right now making content that are speaking relatively freely, that you probably shouldn't even believe it, in my opinion, just based on knowing what I know and seeing what I see is out there. But I'm just not going to make that content. I don't want to make gossip content. Like, that's not what I want people to come to my channel for. I don't want people to expect that. I will say I will continue to make content that's regarding my personal career. So if it's something that affects me directly, yes, I'll make comments on that. I'll make comments on things that I think maybe directions that the sport should go on. But my comments, anytime I do something like that, are going to be factually based, and they're going to be presented in a business-like manner. You know, so it's not necessarily going to be a complete right or wrong approach. It's just going to be, you know, these are the reasons why I think something should occur. But generally speaking, That's rare when I make even a video like that. I feel like I've made a handful of videos that are always based towards my career, that are anything related to a potentially, you know, a hot topic discussion. But I just want you guys to know, because I have so many people reaching out to me that are looking for my take on things, and it's like it just puts me in a negative place. So I'd rather not even discuss any of it or comment on any of it, and you know, I'm just gonna leave it with that. You know, it's it's tough for me as a parent of two boys that are very, very big fans of the sport of the tournament world. When they come to me now with questions regarding disqualifications and, you know, arguments amongst anglers and why things are occurring, and it's hard for me as a parent and as a professional within the sport to give them a answer that is to give them an answer, honestly, because it's one of those things. In some cases, you know, it's like a moral question of right and wrong, or is it a rule violation of right and wrong? And I think those are things that the industry needs to address. But it's interesting to me, you know, I've found myself several times now over this past year where my boys are asking questions that are geared towards the tournament world. And, you know, what's right and wrong? And it's like, well, just because something is morally wrong isn't a tournament rule violation. So there's kind of a misbalance there, I feel like. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going down those. It's just interesting to me when a 6 and an 8-year-old are starting to ask these questions. So I can only expect that you guys out there are having very similar thoughts. And hopefully we can right the ship, the tournament world, and concentrate on positive things and concentrate on, you know, raising money for St. Jude's and, you know, getting our youngsters involved in the sport and doing things the right way. You know, going out there and treating other anglers just like they would want to be treated. Same way you should go through life and treat people the way you want to be treated. And I feel like if we can right this ship and focus on those positives, that we can get back on track and start, you know, experiencing the world of fishing the way we want to experience it and the way we love the sport. So raise money for St. Jude's. Get those kids healthy so that they can go out and fish. I feel like that's so much more important than a lot of the BS that's taking place in the sport right now. And the reality is, I don't know if I see much changing in terms of direction of the sport, because until organizations are ready to make the tough decisions and really make good business decisions, I don't know that anything's going to change from that standpoint. I got to tell you, I'm happy we've got an off season right now, because it just seems like every tournament that takes place, there's just more and more BS out there. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see where we're at by the start of next year. There's part of me that thinks we're going to see huge changes, like huge. I mean, everything from different rules in place to, you know, different technologies that are either allowed or unallowed, or new technologies that are even better than old. Like, I think over the next 6 months, we could see more potential change to the tournament fishing world than we've ever seen in a small period of time. And I think there's going to be a lot of decisions that need to be made. That could be really tough decisions, but I think in the long run, those decisions could really solidify the sport and bring us back to the sport of fishing versus a marketing platform of fishing. And there's probably 10 different topics that could fall into just that guideline right there. I feel like I'm rambling right now, guys. Ultimately, I just wanted to make this video to kind of say, listen, I'm concentrating on the positive things in the fishing world. I'm not going to comment on the gossip that I'm seeing take place, even though a lot of you guys I know want me to do it, I just don't feel like it's my place or time, or I don't want to do it. So from that standpoint, I'm not. I'm gonna keep making fishing videos with the boys, and before I know it, I'm gonna have ice on the water, and I want to get out on the water as much as I can right now. Anyways, ultimately, thank you to those out there that are supporting me. If there are you know, fishing related topics that you want to see me make videos on, or baits that you want me to show you how to fish with them, or species of fish that you want me to chase, let me know. Put it in the comment section and I will do my best to make some content for you. But if you're asking for my opinion on tournament fishing gossip right now, I'm not going to do that. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your support. Stay tuned. We'll have a new video coming out tomorrow.